Hello everyone, I hope that all of you are doing fine during this pandemic, and please don't forget to register for your vaccine. I'm Fiza, and today I want to share with you guys the benefit of fasting. But before that, I would like to share my experience when I was a kid. As a kid, I used to fast because my parents promised to give me duit raya if I get to fast for the whole month. But as a kid, I don't take fasting as an important thing, and I used to eat secretly when my parents went to work. And when they were back from work, I told them that I've been fasting for the whole day, and it continues until the last day of Ramadan. During the first day of Raya, my parents fulfilled their promise and gave me duit raya. That is one of my experiences with fasting. So I bet all of you have your own experience, right? So here, I want to share with all of you the benefits of fasting, so that all of you will not take fasting as a burden. Firstly, what exactly is the meaning of fasting? Fasting is the deliberate abstinence from eating and drinking. In a physiological context, fasting can refer to a person's metabolic condition who has not eaten overnight, or it can refer to the metabolic state reached after full digestion and ingestion of a meal. Several biochemical changes take place while fasting. Some diagnostic tests are used to determine whether or not a person is fasting. For example, after 8 to 12 hours have passed the last meal, a person is believed to be fasting. In Islam, fasting is required during Ramadan, the 9th month of the Muslim lunar calendar, which all Muslims are required to abstain during daylight hours from eating, drinking, or engaging in sexual activity. Through heightened awareness of their bodily needs, Muslims come to greater awareness of the presence of God and acknowledge gratitude for God's provisions in their lives. Abstinence during Ramadan is required to all Muslims except children, those who are ill or too elderly, those who are traveling, and menstruating women, have just given birth, or are breastfeeding. In such cases, one may make up days of fasting at a later time. Various traditions recommend voluntary fasting, such as the fast of Ashura, 10th day of the month of Muharram, fasting for 6 days in Shawwal, the month after Ramadan, fasting 3 days of each month, and fasting on Mondays and Thursdays. According to my research on online articles, I believe that many have benefited from fasting. To investigate further on benefits of fasting, I have searched on the internet several highly trusted articles, which are "What are the benefits of intermittent fasting?" from Medical News Today. Next, "Do intermittent diets provide physiological benefits over continuous diets for weight loss?" from Molecular and Cellular Endocrinology. And third, "The effect of alternate day fasting on weight loss, weight maintenance, and cardioprotection among metabolically healthy obese adults" from JAMA Internal Medicine, which are closely associated to my topic. As the result, from my reading and research, I found that there are several benefits of fasting, such as reducing body weight, and lowering the risk of type 2 diabetes. The data shown on the slide is about a body weight result of a person that has been fasting for a month. The data was taken from My Intermittent Fasting Results from Salad for Lunch page. As you can see on the data shown, the changes in the weight of a person can be seen after a month of fasting. The person that fasts for 1 month has lost a total of 7.4 pounds of her weight, which is equal to 3.36 kg. Janice's weight before fasting was 147.9 pounds or 67.9 kilograms. During the first week of fasting, she lost only half a pound due to her body trying to adapt to the fasting state. When she entered the second week of fasting, her body can fully adapt to the fasting state, and she successfully lost 2.5 pounds of her body weight, and her weight was 144.9 pounds on the second week. She continued her fasting on the third week, and she did lose 2 pounds that week. On the last week of fasting, she lost about 2.4 pounds, and the total weight loss that she achieved from 1 month of fasting was 7.4 pounds. Trepanowski, Kruger, Banowski, Klempel, Butani, Hody, Gabel, Frills, Rigdon, Root, Ravusin, and Varady in the year 2017 hypothesized that the participants in the alternate day fasting group would be more adherent to their diet, achieve greater weight loss, and experience more pronounced improvements in risk indicators for cardiovascular disease during the 6-month weight loss phase. The graph shown is about the blood sugar, which is represented by the red line, and the sugar-lowering hormone insulin, which is the blue line, fluctuations in people over the course of a day with 3 meals. This line graph was taken from Impaired Fasting Glucose from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. According to the data shown, during the course of a day with 3 meals, the glucose blood level and insulin blood level fluctuate. When a person consumes breakfast, the blood glucose increased from 4.3 millimoles to 6.3 millimoles. Next, during the lunch, the glucose blood levels increased from 4.5 millimoles to 6.0 millimoles. In between breakfast and lunch, the glucose blood levels seem to be steady between the range of 4.5 millimoles and 5.0 millimoles. The levels of glucose blood increased from 5.1 millimoles to 6.3 millimoles during dinner time. As we can see, after past the dinner time around 9 p.m., the glucose blood level keeps decreasing from 5.8 millimoles to 3.4 millimoles until the next morning. As a result, when a person fasts, his or her blood sugar levels are steadily higher than average, but lower than the diagnostic cutoff for a clinical diagnosis of diabetes mellitus. If we can lower the blood sugar levels, we can control and reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. In 2018, Firmly, Elmasri, Ramos, and Fang stated that 3 patients with type 2 diabetes who used insulin who fasted at least 3 days a week were studied. They no longer needed insulin after a month. With that explanations in mind, let me conclude my speech for today. First, I told you about the benefits of fasting, which is reducing body weight. Next, I explained to you how fasting can lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. I hope that this speech inspires all of you to start practicing fasting. Start to fast at least once a week for 12 hours and increase your momentum week by week, and you will see the changes in your body weight and your glucose blood levels. This is our time to make changes to a better lifestyle. Let's make a difference. That's all from me now. Hope to see you again later. Thank you for listening.